Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you how to dial in your fuzz pedal to capture that iconic Jimi Hendrix fuzz tone that ranges from fuzzy cleans to more dirtier tones. We won't just go through the settings and hear them, but I'll give you some indispensable parameters that will help you on the way to set up your fuzz pedal, and we are also putting two rumored Jimi Hendrix fuzz setting to the test. Please do me a favor and watch the entire video because that's the best way you can support this channel. Without further ado, let's jump right in. For today's video, I'm using my 69 custom Stratocaster, and with my Stratocaster I'm going into a super regular off-the-shelf silicone fuzz, and from that fuzz pedal I'm going directly into my Marshall Plexi. Jimi Hendrix famously played Marshall amps. At least live he almost used them always, and that's the sound that we are looking at in today's video. And if you are trying to get that authentic Jimi Hendrix fuzz tone, I think it's essential to have that Marshall basic sound going on. And if you play a cleaner amp or another model, let's say a Fender Blues Junior or something in that category, don't worry. Here's what I suggest. It's always good to put a Marshall-like pedal, a Marshall in a box pedal after your fuzz, not before, after your fuzz. I know there are a bunch of people who put a tube screamer after their fuzz. That's a great way to make a fuzz work with a clean amp, but for our case, for the Jimi Hendrix case, we really want to get in the ballpark of that Marshall sound. Alright friends, so here's my pure Plexi signal without the fuzz first. So the signal might be a little cleaner than you might have assumed. So Jimmy was playing pretty cleanly and his Plexis had lots of headroom and they were modded to stay clean for a very long time. If you want to find out more about the exact settings of Jimmy's amps, of Jimmy's Plexis, I have made a video where I unveiled his exact settings. So please go back to my channel and watch this video if you are interested in that. Alright, let's check the first rumored setting. I've seen people on forums and online and they said Jimmy used his fuzz as a booster only, and for that purpose he dimed the volume and he turned the fuzz to 0. So let's check this out. Okay, what we first do is, we all know that Jimmy played with his fuzz on and then he backed off the volume of his guitar to get these nice clean tones. So my guitar volume is on 2, I'm in the neck position. Let's check the setting first. Okay, let's turn out the guitar volume to 6 or 7. I have the impression that there's something missing, there's a lack of something. There are some frequencies missing and the signal is pretty lifeless. Alright, let's turn the guitar volume to about 9.5 right now. Yeah, let's check what this sounds like. I'm going to the bridge position here. Let's check the solo sounds that we get. quite sure there are people out there who really dig that sound, and yeah, it's not an unusable sound, but it's just my personal opinion. This sound is pretty far away from the Jimi Hendrix tone. It just doesn't give us that liveliness, and there's really something missing in the frequency spectrum. Let's switch to the next rumored setting, and I found lots of hints. People saying Jimmy dimed everything on his fuzz. So let's try this out. So we'll start with the guitar volume on 2 again to check out the fuzzy clean tones that we can get. Guitar volume is on 2. It's already pretty noisy. Well, let's see what this setting gives us. Yeah, I guess you hear that. That's definitely too overdriven, too saturated. That's not really a clean. Let me try to go down to 1 on my guitar volume. Let's go to 6 or 7 with this setting. Okay, it doesn't change, okay? It's just too overdriven. Okay, the first thing is the volume. Have you ever tried to figure out on a bootleg or live recordings if Jimmy is using the fuzz, if it's on or off? Sometimes that's very, very difficult, and I'm telling you why. Those old vintage fuzzes had a problem, or some of them had a problem. Sometimes they didn't have enough volume, and this is when Jimmy kicks in his fuzz. It's not much louder, it's just a tiny bit louder. So let's start there and let's see where we have to put the volume on the fuzz. We have to increase the volume. Now we have unity, and it's always good to be a tiny bit louder when the fuzz is kicked in. Not much louder, just a tiny bit, okay? Let's set the fuzz this way. Okay, that's the volume that we want from the fuzz. So don't go crazy with the volume of your fuzz. Try to get unity with the volume first, and then just go a tiny bit over unity with your fuzz pedal. Alright, then the second thing is Jimmy never had this gated fuzz sound, okay? Go back, listen to Rainbow Bridge, listen to Berkeley, listen to Woodstock. What you hear is surprising. It's that Jimmy wasn't totally distorted, okay? So it's important, no gated fuzz tone, okay? That's not what we are looking for. We are looking for a tone that is slightly fuzzy and more on the overdrive side. Just think Band of Gypsies. Alright, so guitar volume is on 2. Alright, doesn't sound bad. It still has a little bit of hair. It's a tiny bit on the overdriven side. Let's go to, with the guitar volume between 5 and 6, 5.5. That's actually the spot where I find my red house tones. Yeah, that's just my personal opinion, or that is what I hear on the recordings. I think it's a tiny bit too overdriven. So let's reduce the fuzz. Let's go to, let's say, 2 o'clock. Let's start with the fuzzy cleans. Guitar volume is on 2. And that feels like home. That feels like a home run. Alright, let's check out the bluesier tones. Guitar volume is on 5.5 again. Let's see what this sounds like, okay? That sounds pretty good. That's very, very close, and I think that's already the sweet spot. Alright, so let's make the final check. Bridge position, guitar volume is on 9.5 right now. And yeah, let's see what this gives us, okay? Yeah, I think that sounds pretty convincing. I don't know what you think, but I'm pretty much enjoying that sound. Just listen to that sound when I go back to the neck position and I go down to 3 with the guitar volume. And there you have it, fellow guitar enthusiasts. Jimi Hendrix's fuzz settings unveiled, 2 rumored settings scrutinized, and a hands-on guide to crafting that unmistakable Jimi Hendrix fuzz tone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and maybe you leave a super thanks if you really like that video. I'm seeing you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.